Okay, so Exalt Academy is going to teach us really quick how to do the dance, and then they're going to perform it for us, okay? So if you guys want to stand up and start, we'll do the moves as best we can in our seats. I don't know about you guys, but I could not keep up with those dance moves. Thank you so much, Exalt Academy. That was awesome. So I forgot to shout out one of our schools. We also have Legacy Academy here. Woo! And I know we have some homeschool students. Great job. Did I miss anybody else? Nope? Okay, awesome. Okay, so we are waiting on the next speaker to arrive. And we are going to start with, we have a special guest performing from Lisa Academy, and Miss Bridget Tatum is going to introduce her. Is Bridget Tatum here? Thank you.
Good morning. I am awesome. How about you? Okay. We have 5th grade GT student Ella Rowe, and she is going to be performing Hallelujah for us. Everybody give her a big round of applause.
Great job, Ella. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have another Lisa Academy student that Miss Catherine Marlette is going to introduce. Surprise!
Okay, so lower key. Okay. Okay. I'm going to introduce Zaylin Sanders. He's a 12th grader. He's going to sing All of Me by John Legend.
awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, to introduce our special guest speaker, I'd like to invite up Gavin Rogers from Compass Academy. Woo! Thank you so much. Okay, so she is the 47th governor of Arkansas, the first woman to serve as governor of Arkansas, and is currently the youngest governor in the country. She grew up in Pine Bluff and Texarkana and is a proud graduate of Little Rock Central High School and Ouachita Baptist University. She lives in Little Rock with her husband Brian and their children Scarlett, Huck, and George.
What am I supposed to say again? Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is here.
Thank you so much. Good morning. You guys have a lot of energy for the morning and for a Monday. I love these Chiefs fans on the front row, too. I am so excited to be here and be part of this special occasion. A lot of people know me for different things. Some people know me as the former White House press secretary. Some people know me as Mike Huckabee's daughter. Some people know me now as the governor of Arkansas, which I'm pretty excited about. But the best job and the most important title that I will ever have is that of being a mom. I have 3 kids, Scarlett, Huck, and George. They are 10, 9, and 7, and they keep us on our toes. They certainly are very good at keeping me humble, too. Not too long ago, my daughter Scarlett, who's 10 going on 25, was getting ready for her first ever father-daughter dance. And it was a really big deal at our house. She'd clearly seen one too many princess movies because she had this perfect vision of what the night was going to look like. And it was my job to execute it flawlessly. So we spent all day getting her ready, making sure she had the right hair, the dress, the nails, everything. And I was sitting upstairs getting ready to send Scarlett off with her dad and putting the finishing touches on. And Scarlett didn't just want to go to the dance, she wanted the big reveal. She wanted to come down the stairs and her Prince Charming, my husband Brian, who's here with me today, to be standing there with a very specific flower in his hand, waiting to whisk her off. So I'm talking to Scarlett, and as I'm having this very special moment, I'm telling her how proud we are of her, how thankful we are that God chose us to be her parents, and how beautiful she is on the inside and out. And as I'm having this special moment with Scarlett, I started to get a little teary-eyed, started to get choked up and pretty emotional. And as I'm crying, Scarlett reaches up, she pats my shoulder, she says, "It's okay, Mommy. One day you can be pretty too." So you see, our kids are pretty good at keeping us humble. But no matter how many times my kids put me in my place, I know that I will always do everything I possibly can to make sure they have every opportunity to succeed. And that's exactly why I'm excited to be here today. It's why I'm excited that just a few minutes ago and right before I walked into this room, I had the opportunity to sign a proclamation declaring this week Parental Choice Week for the state of Arkansas. I've made no secret that education will be the hallmark of my administration and will be our #1 priority, and we will not rest until we do a better job delivering for the students of Arkansas. During the 2 years I spent on the campaign trail, I spent a lot of time talking about education. To me, there's no greater place for us to lean into and do a much bigger and better job for the students of Arkansas, and that starts with empowering our parents. Our parents are the cornerstone of a child's success, and they must be part of the conversation, not an afterthought. And in my administration, that will happen every single day. We're focusing on the Arkansas Learns Initiative. We will be rolling out legislation on that initiative here in the coming weeks, but it's something I talked a lot about during the campaign. The Arkansas Learns Initiative focuses on a handful of key areas. Literacy. We have to make sure that we are putting a better foundation underneath our students so that they have a pathway to success. Right now, our system is failing too many of our students, and it's simply unacceptable. The second piece is empowerment. Our parents have to be empowered to make the best decisions possible for their students on how and where they are educated. And in a Sanders administration, parents will always be at the table and have a voice in the conversation and be empowered to make those decisions. We're also going to focus on accountability, making sure that our teachers have the tools and the resources and the training that they need to do the job. We will pay our teachers better, and we will place incentives where we need to make sure our students are best being served. We're going to focus on things like workforce readiness, not just what a child knows, but what can a student do when they finish, and are they prepared to go into the workforce? Arkansas will be a leader in this space after we get finished with the Arkansas Learns Initiative. And we're going to focus on making sure we expand broadband access to every student in the state. We know what a disadvantaged students are at if they do not have that connectivity. So the networking component is a huge and critical part of the Arkansas Learns Initiative. Finally, one of the pieces that matters so much, no parent should ever worry when they drop their kids off in the morning that they won't be there when they come back in the afternoon. Focusing on school safety will be a critical focus for our administration, and making sure that every student is safe in whatever classroom they're in across the state of Arkansas must be a priority, and certainly something that we won't rest until we do a better job with. At the end of the day, we have to make sure that we are never trapping students in a lifetime of poverty, and that we are not sentencing them to a lifetime of poverty because of where they live or how much money their parents make, what zip code they're in. We will not trap students in failing schools in this state any longer. We will give parents the right to choose the best path for their child. Because there are so many students in the room today, I'm going to follow the advice of my 7-year-old who told me that kids don't like long, boring political speeches, Mom. So I'm going to keep it short. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. Thank you for engaging in this fight. If we work together, I am confident that not only can we empower parents, but we can set the standard for what excellence in education looks like for the rest of the country. I am committed to making sure that we deliver for the students of Arkansas, and I won't rest until we get the job done. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your willingness to fight with me. I promise I won't let you down. Thank you so much. God bless you guys.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Governor Sanders. So to introduce our next speaker, we have Representative Keith Brooks. Oh yeah, a woo and wave the scarf.
All right, so Miss Amy has given me an assignment, and I'm not, in school I wasn't always great at assignments, but I definitely want to follow her lead because she is outstanding at organizing this. So she has asked that we all stand up, get our yellow scarves, and give a big woo, all right? You think we can do that? I think we can. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and I want you to wave your scarf in the air and give us a big woo, and then I'll introduce our next speaker. Do we understand what we're doing? Legislator friends on the front row, do we understand what we're doing? All right, and I'm sorry, I don't have a yellow scarf with me. So if somebody wants to bring me, hey, thank you, Representative Ray. Representative David Ray of Maumelle. Everybody give him a big hand. All right. All right, so here we go. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and we're going to give a big woo and wave your scarf. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Outstanding. Amy, I think they did a great job of following your instructions. All right, y'all can have a seat. So I'm just so excited that y'all are here in the beautiful capital city of the state of Arkansas. God gave us a great day on a Monday morning, and so thankful that y'all are here. My name is Keith Brooks. I am honored to serve as a state representative in District 78. District 78 covers West Little Rock, northwestern Pulaski County, little communities like Little Italy and Roland, and then also northern Saline County, small places like Avila and Ferndale and Lake Norrell. But I'm honored to have the opportunity to introduce our next speaker. So I know you didn't come to hear me, just like Governor Sanders said, you keep it short and sweet and move on. But just a quick story. A couple years ago, I was sitting in my Jeep behind the Capitol and working on some education freedom legislation that we were doing, and it's a passion point of mine. It's why I decided to get into public office. And I was researching some things, and I came across a research article by a gentleman named Dr. Corey DeAngelis. And it was fascinating. It was deep and thorough and a lot of good information that was supportive of what we were trying to do here in the state of Arkansas. And so I did like any normal person would do, and I got on the Googles, and I said, I'm going to try and find this guy. So I found a phone number for an old place where he used to work, and called that number, left a voicemail. And I'm thinking, there's no way that I'm going to hear back from this guy. He's popular on Twitter and on Fox News and on Facebook. He's all over the place. A couple hours, I get a phone call from Corey DeAngelis. We talked a little bit about what my passions were and about what we were trying to do here in the state of Arkansas, and we developed a really good friendship. And I'm really fortunate that he is here today to support what we're doing and support what students have the opportunity to do here in the state of Arkansas. So, quick little bio for Corey. Corey is a senior fellow at the American Federation for Children. He's also the executive director of Educational Freedom Institute. He's an adjunct scholar at the Cato Institute, senior fellow at Reason Foundation, board member at Liberty Justice Center. He was named Forbes 30 Under 30, and just a whole bunch of stuff. I could keep reading on and on and on. But the important thing that you need to know is that Dr. Corey DeAngelis, who got his PhD from the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, is quite possibly the most respected voice when it comes to educational freedom in the United States of America, and ensuring that every student in every state has the opportunity to advance under the education system that is best for them so that they can succeed in life. So I'm excited to have you all get on your feet and join me in welcoming Dr. Corey DeAngelis.
Thank you so much, Representative Brooks. Let's give him a round of applause. How is it going, Little Rock? I am so excited to be here. One, because it's National School Choice Week, but two, it's also Parental Choice Week in the state of Arkansas. So thank you as well to Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders for coming out and pushing for educational freedom like I've never seen before. Keith, thanks for the kind introduction, but I do want to say you stole something from me, and it was the whole, you know, I even got the yellow scarf. I want everybody in the audience to do it one more time. You don't have to stand up, but put your scarves in the air if you support educational freedom. I'm just going to stand here and do this the whole time. Yeah. Oh, and I saw you guys doing the dance and stuff earlier, and I got to put my scarf down for this. Watch this. No, I'm not going to do the dance, but that was a great job. I'm seriously not going to do it. It reminded me of the Chicago Teachers Union earlier last year. They were dancing to protest reopening the schools, but you guys did way better than them. You can teach them a lesson. So good job to the students for learning the dance. I haven't even figured it out yet, so great job. Some people were singing. As you can hear from my voice, that's not happening today either. Sorry. But look, it is a good time to be a school choice advocate, not only because it is National School Choice Week, but school choice is on the march all across the country. And there's a lot of different states. Anybody in the audience tell me how many states there are? 50. Look, got some good students here in Arkansas. Great. Sometimes people will say 51. No, D.C. is not a state. But I have to choose what states to go to during School Choice Week. There's only so many places I can be at one time. And Arkansas is one of my top states that I'm focused on because it looks like there is great chances for true education freedom to be unleashed in the state of Arkansas. I'm also a product of the University of Arkansas system. I did my PhD here in education policy. By the way, Representative Brooks, I got to correct you on one thing. You called me Dr. DeAngelis. Look, I'm not a real doctor. I'm more like a Jill Biden doctor. I got a PhD in education policy. But look, yeah, University of Arkansas was a great program. I'm super thankful to Doctors Patrick Wolf, Jay Green, Robert Moranto, who's still at the University of Arkansas for having excellent training there. I recommend anybody go to the Department of Education Reform to pursue a PhD at the University of Arkansas. It's a great place to go, and there are great professors there. But my advocacy has kind of moved from school choice to something I call funding students, not systems. Hey, you can clap all you want. More claps are going to come because 2021, we had the year of school choice, or the year that we decided to fund students, not systems. Why do I say that? Because 19 states, including Arkansas, expanded or enacted programs to fund students, not systems. So in order to keep you guys excited a little bit, or maybe some crowd participation, you guys did the scarf thing. I go everywhere around the country and I say 4 words. Well, 2 words from me, 2 words from the audience. I take a selfie video. Who's interested in a selfie video? Yeah, so half is good enough. You know, half is passing in some schools, 50%. But it's very easy. It's not hard to figure it out. All I do is say, it's time for Arkansas to fund students. The crowd says, not systems. You're absolutely right. Here it comes. And I'm not going to post it on Twitter unless everybody wants me to, and 2, unless it is loud enough. Y'all ready for this? 4 words. It is time for Arkansas to fund students. One more time, we got to blow the roof off. One more time. It's time for Arkansas to fund students. I think that was an A+, not a 50%. I don't know where half your hands were at, but everybody participated. I think I'll post that one later if I get permission from the organizers and Lori Lee. We'll see. But look, you guys are lucky to be in a state that supports parental rights in education. You now have a governor who is an unapologetic supporter of parental rights in education. Let's give it up for Sarah Huckabee Sanders. And why do I say we should fund students, not systems? What does that even mean? Well, it means that the money doesn't belong to the schools, public or private or charter. Education funding is meant for educating children, not for propping up and protecting a particular institution, whether it's public, private, charter, or otherwise. I don't care about the label. I care about the children, and so does everybody in this room. Let's fund students, not systems. Well, thank you guys so much for being out here. I'm so glad to see all the smiling faces in the crowd. Thank you, Lori Lee and the Reform Alliance, for having me out. I want to thank the governor again for showing her support for education freedom. And Representative Brooks, thank you so much for the kind introduction. Couldn't have said it better myself. And thank you to other legislators who are here in the audience as well, showing up in support of parental rights in education. Thank you guys so much. And I think I'm handing the mic off to someone else. Lori Lee's assistant and daughter. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.
Thank you.
I gotta run and get my phone.
Okay.
I'm running to get my phone. That's why I'm coming back over here.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we have more amazing student performances We have Mr. Matlock, who is going to introduce some students from Exalt Academy. Woo!
We've been watching here National School Choice Week being kicked off here at the State House Convention Center. I'm Michael Heplin. Just heard a short time ago Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders speaking to this group. Didn't get a lot of new details from her on legislation that is being worked out. One of the lawmakers we heard from there, Representative Keith Brooks, is said to be one of the lawmakers that Sanders is working with in crafting this legislation. And Governor Sanders said she expects to get some kind of legislation out in the coming weeks. So with that, I think we're going to wrap up our coverage here from the State House Convention Center. I'm Michael Heplin, Arkansas PBS.
Hello everyone, my name is Adriana Munoz and I attend Exalt Academy.
And my name is Shemaya and I attend Exalt Academy. Exalt is a school. I've been there for about a year, so my friend Adriana has been there since first grade. One of the things that I really like is Exalt provides accelerated education for students that are advanced in English and language arts and math. For example, there is a 9th grade reading course, also known as an advanced reading class that some students take. I do enjoy the fact that students have the opportunity to learn more based on their level. Even though we're only in the 7th grade, we'll have a chance to earn high school credits in the advanced English and math classes.
Also, the teachers at the school are kind. Their teaching methods are very good. If a student has a hard time learning certain things, our teachers are willing to explain and give examples until they are able to solve the problem. What's more, Exalt Academy provides events for students that are fun, keeping them